Embarking on the journey to become a successful game designer is both exhilarating and challenging. It's a path that blends creativity with technical expertise and vision with a willingness to iterate and collaborate. Whether you dream of designing the next indie sensation or contributing to massive Schell-wide AA titles, your first step is to understand the multidimensional nature of game design and how each skill you develop will contribute to your growth. Imagine yourself at the start of this journey, eager to learn and ready to immerse yourself in a world where imagination becomes reality through interactive experiences. In the early days, your primary goal is to lay a solid foundation. You begin by delving into the fundamentals of game design. Books like The Art of Game Design by Schell and Rules of Play by Katie Salen and Eric Zimmerman become your guides, offering deep insights into the principles that underpin engaging games. These texts introduce you to essential concepts, mechanics, systems, goals, and the psychology of play. You learn that a game's success lies not just in its graphics or story, but in how it feels to play, the challenges it presents, and the emotions it evokes in players. As you read, you start to analyze games themselves. You select a handful across genres, perhaps a classic platformer, a tactical shooter, a story-rich RPG, a clever puzzle game, and a mobile sensation. Each one becomes a subject of study. You play not just for fun, but with a critical eye, jotting down thoughts on what works, what doesn't, and why. You consider the mechanics. How do they create flow? What motivates the player to keep going? How is difficulty ramped up or eased? These critiques sharpen your analytical skills and help you internalize the lessons from your reading. You also seek out communities of like-minded learners and professionals. Online spaces like Game Design on Reddit, Discord servers, and Game Dev Stack Exchange are filled with discussions, advice, and feedback. Here, you connect with others who share your passion, discuss ideas, and begin to understand the collaborative nature of the industry. You ask questions, share your early critiques, and absorb wisdom from those further along the path. Once you've built a foundation, it's time to get hands-on with the tools of the trade. The next phase is all about acquiring practical skills and bringing your first games to life. You choose a game engine to focus on. Unity, with its intuitive interface and versatility, is a popular starting point, especially for those interested in both 2D and 3D games. Alternatively, Unreal Engine beckons with its powerful visual scripting system and TMPA pedigree. You dive into beginner tutorials, following along as you recreate simple games and learn how to manipulate objects, create interactions, and build worlds. Programming, once intimidating, becomes more accessible as you learn the basics of coding. If you're working with Unity, you pick up Sequence, starting with variables, loops, conditionals, and functions. For Unreal, you might explore blueprints for visual scripting, gradually exploring C++ as your confidence grows. Platforms like Code Academy and Free Code Camp offer bite-sized lessons, turning abstract concepts into tangible skills. With these tools under your belt, you set out to build your own small games. You start simple, perhaps with Pong, mastering the basics of input, collision, and scoring. Next, you tackle Breakout, experimenting with power-ups and level progression. Maybe you try your hand at a platformer, focusing on movement and jump physics, or a top-down shooter, tuning enemy behaviors and player feedback. Each project teaches you new lessons: how to make a game feel responsive, how to provide clear feedback to players, and how to debug the inevitable issues that arise. As your skills grow, you enter a phase of project-based learning. This is where theory meets practice, and your portfolio begins to take shape. One of the most valuable experiences at this stage is participating in game jams. These time-limited competitions, found on platforms like itch.io, Ludum Dare, and Global Game Jam, challenge you to create a complete game from scratch, often within just a few days. You work under constraints, rapidly brainstorming ideas, collaborating with others, and pushing yourself to finish and polish a playable prototype. The pressure is real, but so is the thrill of seeing your vision come to life. Each jam game becomes a learning opportunity, You practice writing game design documents, outlining your concepts, mechanics, core loops, win and lose conditions, and even basic art and audio ideas. You get feedback from fellow jammers and refine your ability to communicate your vision clearly. After the jam, you pick one project to polish further, improving visuals, balancing mechanics, fixing bugs, and adding those finishing touches that make a game feel complete. You publish it on itch.io or Newgrounds, sharing your creation with the world and inviting feedback. With a few projects under your belt, you start thinking about specialization. The field of game design is vast, and each designer eventually finds their niche. Perhaps you're drawn to system design, fascinated by how mechanics interlock and create emergent gameplay. Or maybe level design speaks to you as you craft spaces that guide and challenge players. Narrative design might call you, inspiring you to weave branching stories and rich dialogues using tools like Twine or Ink. Alternatively, you might fall in love with UI like UX, designing intuitive menus, HUDs, and interfaces that make games accessible and enjoyable. You deepen your skills by studying advanced resources, GDC talks, specialized books, and workshops. You learn about modular level design and grayboxing, practicing with tools like Unity Pro Builder. You experiment with branching narratives, creating interactive stories that respond to player choices. You build a portfolio website, showcasing your projects with screenshots, design write-ups, playable builds, and demo videos. You focus not just on the end result, but on the design decisions you made, the problems you solved, and the collaborative process behind each game. Your portfolio becomes your calling card, a testament to your growth and versatility. It demonstrates your ability to not only create playable experiences, but also to think deeply about why certain choices lead to better gameplay. You highlight your ability to iterate, showing how you responded to feedback, refined your designs, and worked as part of a team. As you prepare to enter the industry, you begin your career development journey. The entry-level phase introduces you to professional game development, often through roles like QA tester, junior game designer, or level designer intern. You focus on building experience, learning how teams function in an agile environment, and understanding the full production cycle of a game. You might start at an indie studio or participate in paid projects that give you a taste of real-world constraints and collaboration. Internships provide invaluable exposure to industry workflows and expectations. With a couple of years under your belt, you move into intermediate roles: game designer, systems designer, or level designer. Here, you start to lead small features, mentor newer teammates, and expand your mastery of design tools like the Unity editor, scripting systems, and balancing spreadsheets. You contribute to design documents, helping to shape the vision of projects. Attending conferences like GDC or PAX Dev becomes a way to network, learn from industry veterans, and gather inspiration. Your goal is to ship at least 1 or 2 full games, gaining the experience and credibility that comes with seeing a project through to completion. As your expertise grows, you may step into senior or lead roles. Now, you take ownership of major parts of a game's experience. You coordinate with artists, engineers, and producers, guiding the vision and documentation for your features. You become an expert in 1 or 2 design pillars, whether that's crafting intricate systems, building unforgettable levels, or designing compelling narratives. You give talks, publish articles or dev blogs, and mentor the next generation of designers. Your influence shapes not just the games you work on, but also the design culture of your team or studio. Eventually, with years of experience and a proven track record, you may rise to director or creative lead positions. As a creative director or design director, you define the creative vision for entire projects, managing teams, and coordinating cross-discipline workflows. You represent your game publicly through marketing, interviews, and industry events. You need strong leadership, communication, and product thinking skills. At this level, you may innovate on large-scale systems, iterate on established formulas, or even found your own studio. Your role is to inspire, guide, and ensure that the final product is both cohesive and compelling. Throughout this journey, there are essential tools every game designer should master. Game engines like Unity and Unreal are the backbone of most projects, while prototyping tools like Twine, Ink, and Construct allow you to quickly test ideas. Basic art skills in Photoshop, Azeprite, or Figma help you communicate visually. Planning and documentation tools. Notion, Trello. Miro, keep your process organized. Version control with Git and GitHub is crucial for collaboration, and analytics tools like Excel, Google Sheets, or Playtest.io help you interpret playtest data and balance your games. When it comes to your portfolio, focus on quality over quantity. Show off playable builds, include thorough documentation and videos, and, most importantly, explain why you made certain design decisions. Highlight your ability to collaborate and iterate, demonstrating that you can both contribute to a team and respond to feedback. The path to becoming a successful game designer is a marathon, not a sprint. It's about building a diverse set of skills, learning from every project, and staying curious about what makes games truly engaging. By following a step-by-step learning plan, actively participating in the community, and continuously refining your craft, you put yourself on the path to not just entering the industry, but thriving within it. Whether you aspire to design indie gems or shape the next big blockbuster, your dedication, creativity, and passion will be your greatest assets on this rewarding journey.